So if you've been subscribed or following the content on my channel for a while now, you would have already seen quite a few tripod reviews. I've done Manfrotto's, I've done KNF Concept, Jitso, and up until the past 5 or 6 years, I was actually using Benro tripods. The last one I used was the FGP28C, which was the Benro System Go Plus tripod with a horizontal column that goes not just 90 degrees, but anything in between 90 and 180 degrees. But last week I actually held my first full landscape photography masterclass in Dingalan, Aurora. And the good people from Lightroom Corporation, who distributes Low Pro and Benro in the Philippines, were there with me to lend a hand, or actually lend gear to the participants so they can have the full landscape photography experience. And even then, I actually had my Manfrotto with me until I saw this particular tripod. And I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. And so in this video, let's talk about the Benro Tortoise tripod. Okay, so this is the Benro TTOR24 XC30, something like that. I'll flash it on the screen. I will not make effort in memorizing the actual product name, but instead let's call this the Benro Tortoise. Now, of course, there are many different variants depending on the size and the head that comes with it, but generally the purpose, the features and everything will be generally similar except for the measurements. Now, the first thing I noticed, of course, is the fact that the tripod bag is actually pretty sleek. Coming from the old blue and black Benro padded tripod bags, this one is actually very minimalist, and it's dark gray and black, and more than anything, it's heavily padded, so you can actually drop the tripod and not have to worry about anything. So it comes with the bag, and of course the tripod is here, and that's pretty much what you need to know about the bag, aside from the strap as well. So this particular Benro Tortoise is a 4-section tripod. This one is the carbon fiber version, and the unique thing about the Tortoise line is actually the fact that it doesn't come with any center column. So it's literally the head and basically a stud that you have here to connect the head. Now that is actually going to be very helpful if you want to keep your tripod ultra compact. And as a landscape photographer, or as a photographer who uses tripods a lot, one common tip that I give people is to never use or avoid using the center column of the tripod extended unless you're using the one with the horizontal column. Why? Because as you extend the center column of the tripod, you actually also elevate the center of gravity, making it a bit more unstable. So it will be more prone to shaking, and if you're doing long exposures, then obviously that can ruin your shot. Now, when folded, this is actually just 21 inches, but a more important factor in portability is the fact that this is just 1.5 kilograms. Very, very light, but it can carry up to 14 kilograms. I actually use this with the A7R4 and the Sony 100 to 400 millimeter. It's not the lightest setup, but it is a mere fraction of what this tripod can actually carry. I don't even know what you would think of carrying with 14 kilograms of payload. But in any case, that just tells you that this can actually carry most camera setups very comfortably. Now, what I also like about this is the sleek looking head. This is the G30 head with 3 knobs. Of course, the main ball knob right here, and 1 friction knob plus the pan knob right here that allows you to rotate 360 degrees. Whenever I talk about tripods, the most important feature is always the clamp that attaches to your camera. This one, like most Benro tripods, already comes with an Arca Swiss type compatible clamp, so you don't have to worry when using your L brackets or any Arca Swiss type plates. And another nice feature that I saw here is it also has a panning feature on the clamp. So even if you don't want to pan the entire head, you can actually pan just the main Arca Swiss clamp or the quick release clamp. And why is that important? Well, when you already have it leveled, you can actually just use this panning feature for your panoramas, not having to control the head anymore, because sometimes the ground actually is the one that's not level. Now again, as I said, this is a 4-section tripod, and personally I like twist locks, and that actually makes it feel faster for me. Now you can probably hear a bit of friction here because I actually use this in sand and I'm yet to clean it up. Well, that's actually a reality that you have to deal with whenever you are using twist locks and even clip locks actually. Now this is the maximum height, and this is not the kind of tripod that you would be using for anything that requires a lot of height, because again, this doesn't have a center column. But for most landscape shooting scenarios, you don't really need that much height. In fact, what really attracted me about this tripod is its ability to go very low. But for your information, of course, the maximum height is 51 inches. So I am 5'7.5". You can go figure how high this will be for you if you actually use this tripod. When it comes to choosing tripods, especially about choosing the maximum height, my common suggestion is make sure that the tripod can at least reach your chest level. That is, of course, when talking about portable tripods. If you're looking for a tripod for heavy-duty things, just like architectural photography or maybe commercial photography or something that really requires height, then of course you need something that can go at least about eye level. But if we are talking about travel and landscapes, then this is actually quite the perfect height for your portable setup. Now, as I said earlier, the feature that actually attracted me about this tripod is the capability of it to go very low. Now you can actually press this right here to unlock everything, and you can have it almost flat on the ground. And when you have it on the ground, this can actually be as low as 2.7 inches from the ground, plus of course the height of the ball head that you are using. Now, something unique that I noticed is actually there is a button right here that will allow you to lock and unlock the legs. Meaning that if you don't have it in the widest setting, it is locked and it will make sure that the legs won't widen and open up and eventually just drop your setup or cause some shake. Now, a few extra features, of course, there is a hook right here that can be used to hang a bag or maybe your filter bag or maybe even a counterweight, just to make sure that it's a bit more stable, but most of the time you don't actually need to use that. And the last feature that I saw that would be very useful is actually a thread right here for a 1/4 inch screw. So you can actually add some extra arms here or extra accessories with a 1/4 inch screw thread. And there are actually 3 for each side. So you can actually put so many accessories onto this tripod. And there we go. This is the Benro Tortoise TTOR 24 CGX30. I hope I got that right. And you can get this on the link down below if you're from the Philippines, or you can get it on B&H if you are from the West. Now, if you have any questions about this tripod, let me know in the comment section. And of course, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Of course, my name is Nicco Valenzuela. I am a landscape and architectural photographer, and the content of this channel is mainly landscape photography and the gear that surrounds it. If you are interested in those, then do feel free to click that notification bell as well as the subscribe button. In any case, thank you for watching.